what his or somebody knows. Anybody want to join this group? It's a good time to do it. It's 10:03 KO4OIO looking for a brand new call sign on this here 5th Thursday of the month piece of paper.
KM6ATR, will that do?
Sierra, India. 227 WAK.
Well, I think you sounded a heck of a lot better than the other two guys that followed, and I'm going to put them out of order just to make Andy mad. I was too slow. Go ahead, Miss Sabrina. Welcome. Would love to hear you.
Good evening, everybody in the group. So, working my ass off all day long at the office. You know, I'm not really all that clued into what's going on in the news and stuff like that. Of course, you know, I get in my car and driving home in Los Angeles traffic. You know, I've got time to sit back and listen. I'm not listening to the mainstream news, mind you. I'm listening to my favorite radio stations and TV stations, American Voice and such. But anyway, so I hear them talking. Oh, Trump has been indicted. Oh, isn't that lovely? Of course. I mean, they've been trying to get him ever since the day he came down the escalator. So they're not going to stop, you know. I mean, it's just one thing after another. Distraction, distraction, distraction. I mean, look. Senate Bill, 686 comes out yesterday, or they're in the process of pushing this thing through. If that goes through, we're going to have to watch everything we say, because everything's going to be listening for us. It's going to be turned into another freaking Gestapo on top of us. You know, they're pushing this China model, social credit score, equity, and all that crap. Meanwhile, none of these demon rats on the left are being accountable for anything that they do. But whenever a conservative follows the law, they'll find some way to come after us. It's unbelievable. Well, don't overreact, I guess, you know. But it sure is hard not to. I want to thank everybody for coming in on the round table on Monday night. It was a good one. And we actually went an extra 30 minutes. Thanks, Andy. It was a good time. And we look forward to seeing you Monday nights, 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern. And I timed out. There you go. Back to you, OIO.
Laura Ingram, that's sure. It's all in the timing, ma'am. No, yes, don't overreact. That's as smart of anything I've ever heard you say. That's exactly what they want us to do, and Joel made that point a while ago at each other's throat. Yep, they've been after him since the escalator, and I've been on his gosh dang heels ever since. We're going to put Randy before Andy, just because it rhymed. Yes, Monday night was mighty entertaining, ma'am. You got me and Ohio Junior home safe and sound where we belonged. And gave me an extra 30 minutes to boot. Thank you, Andy. Let's go to Randy. KJ7, whack. I couldn't help it.
K6ATM.
You're my dog, KJ7 WAK. So I've been watching a few things this week, and I didn't get up on the Chris Rock comedy special till a couple of days ago, and, you know, just maybe if we had more people that were willing to straight to tape, you know, and bring humor back, good humor, I think clean. Laugh. If we can't laugh at culture and the way things are turning out, like, we're going to laugh at it. You know, I was just reflecting on how he said, back in the day, he used to work harder than the man next to you gets that job. And now you just wait for them to say something wrong. And, you know, how true and how wrong is that at the same time, you know? And talking to a couple of friends this evening about real estate with the indictment and the distraction. It's just ridiculous. And I'm going to go home and see what's going on with them. I haven't read up on any of it myself. I'm about 9 minutes out, but I just want to check in and say hi to everybody. And back to next control.
Yeah, I'm glad you checked in, buddy. 9 minutes out. Get home, get safe, hug, kiss, fuss at whoever you love over there. And I'm glad I got to write you down at number 15. You was one ahead of Andy. Oh, no, don't you want to take about a 20-minute pause and see if anybody else wants to jump in front of me? No, sir, buddy. I want you to have free reign of free speech radio. We're all listening at 1010 KO4 OIO. All right, buddy. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's go with what you're referencing there, and Greg did a great job with the reference there. Luke 17:2. It would be better for him if a millstone were hung around his neck and he were cast into the sea than that he should cause one of these little ones to sin. And you can always go to Matthew 18:6. But if anybody causes one of these little ones who believes in me to stumble, it would be better for him to have a large millstone hung around his neck and to be drowned into the depths of the sea. You know, I was pondering on that when I was reading that. I know exactly what it means. And I can be thankful for there was several years where I was lost and I was rather a big jerk. We'll clean it up for 2021, or just for the sake of not using swear words. But there was a lot worse words I could use for myself for several years. I would go out of my way to pick on Christians, even though I was born and raised. You know, I was raised in a Christian, going to church and all that stuff. But yeah. But I think I can almost. I knew better than to ever mess with. Kids, I guess. As far as, I didn't ever try to influence them. I'm like, no, I was just a big jerk when it came to full-grown adults. I knew more than they knew. But I don't think I ever went to the innocent ones and tried to steer them astray. But they probably, you know what? Then again, they probably heard me arguing about it with the adults, so it might be just as bad. Anyhow. Good evening, everybody. And, I'll just kick back and wait for, whenever it may be my turn next time. Just depends on who all jumps in there. Go ahead there, Doug. KF0, CSI. Testimony, I've talked to you on the phone where you didn't use too many bad words, but a couple. Big jerk works here. Regardless of how bad you was, yes, Greg uncovered that one scripture, but you brought the one in there from Luke. He went from the biggest jerk in the room to the smartest guy in the room. But he does know a little bit about the Bible. Anybody else out there want to follow Andy? Here's your chance. I'd love to write down your call sign here on number 17.
0 VKH.
Hello, Larry. Take it away.
T0 VKH. Hello to everybody out there tonight. I just got home, had a little dinner, and then turned on the radio and started listening. But regarding these children, basically take control, and they want to run us totally. And if they can take away our guns, I guess they could definitely control us. So that's my thoughts on that. Just wanted to bring it out there and see what everybody else